Hello, this is Dr. Lewerenz from Longevity Health Institute and Lewerenz Medical Center. Hope this finds you well. Probably home quarantine, social distancing, staying with family and loved ones, people that you're close to innately in your home. At least you should be. I'm actually at my home this weekend and been here more than I have in a long time. Obviously, split my time with home and the office still, doing a lot of telemedicine and actually still interacting with a few patients from a distance, and obviously with mask and appropriate high quality hygienic effects because of the pandemic. But we are open. We are conducting business in Rochester Hills and in Madison Heights. I want to share something with you because the obvious, and you've heard me talk about things about how to boost your immunity in this situation due to the COVID-19 virus. I think that's super, super important. You've heard me preach about probiotics, high dose vitamin D, getting your level up 60, 70, 80. Also taking vitamin C and zinc, and then bioactive silver, particularly Argentine 23 water-soluble silver, or a silver that has a more parts per million than at least 20, because the higher the parts per million, the more absorption it can get. So bioactive silver is very, very good for all viruses. So you've heard me talk about that. Because you're home, I thought I'd share a couple things, and you can order these online if you want. We talk about and use this a lot in our office. LDN, low dose naltrexone, excellent book and info on things that can actually modulate your immune system, help with autoimmune disease and cancer and chronic inflammation and disease. Potentially might be some effect actually with this viral outbreak. Who knows? But excellent book. We have a handful, probably a good, actually probably that's a understatement, a good number of patients on LDN in our office, and it seems to work very, very, very lovely in modulating immunity and helping a lot of inflammatory reactions. So that's a great book. Another great book, if you want to, if you're sitting at home and looking for something to do, to read, is The Blue Zones. I'm sure you've heard me talk about The Blue Zones, and this is an excellent book by Dan Butner, and this is excellent in kind of to teach you about and show you about a way to live, which I think there's a lot of things we can learn right now about just what's going on in the world, and maybe we've gotten a little bit, the old saying, a big fat cat, and been living too big, and thinking we're resilient to everything and nothing can affect us Americans. And I think we need to, it's going to really cause us to appreciate, if it already hasn't, everything from family to gatherings to loved ones to actually a good book. And that talks about ways of living, for instance, dietary changes, lifestyle changes, having purpose, what types of food you eat. And the blue zones are basically where people have the most centurions in the world and live the longest and essentially the healthiest. But it's all about balance and quality of life in all aspects, mentally, physically, dietary-wise, emotionally. And that's not easy to come by. I think we've gotten real separated by that in our world. I know I've personally felt it, that, wow, this is a big wake-up call to really kind of how we live and how we appreciate each other and things in life, and take actually a lot of things for granted. The other thing is another great book, and I got to block out part of this, but The Subtle Art of Not Giving, probably heard of this book by Mark Manson, a national bestseller, gosh, I think 30 million copies plus. Great book. And I think another book that kind of, if you're looking for something to read and order on Amazon and get it delivered to your house, a book that actually can give you some different insight into having hope in the future and how we've really got bogged down with technology and a lot of things that don't mean a lot. and how that really has affected the young. But I'll tell you, even me personally, when I read that book, it was pretty impactful, and had a lot to say about just a society and social media and how we've evolved into this world that we're in 2020, and probably getting down to things that really matter the most, and appreciating literally a plant outside, a flower, your dog more, the food we have on our table, the ability to get in a car and to actually go to a store and get food, the ability to pick up a phone and actually reach out to somebody. These are all little things, but they really need to be appreciated, especially the times that we're in now. I also want to share with you a big part of what I'm seeing on telemedicine and how we're seeing patients in the office during this COVID-19 outbreak. Obviously, by Skype and video phone and telemedicine to keep the well and keep you quarantined, keep you safe, but also then to bring you still the best in wellness and functional medicine and primary care. And we do primary care obviously in a different way. We do it integratively, and to bring you the best of essentially both worlds, Eastern and Western medicine. But the big thing is that we've been seeing a lot besides the actually infection and immune questions. And you heard me say about taking some immune boosters, but anxiety and what is happening with all this worry and concern. And literally it's fluid almost day to day in this unprecedented time. So there are a few things you could do to take to actually calm yourself, and also a few supplements you could take to actually help your immune system all at the same time, help sleep, etc. So we do have a anxiety pack bundle that we put together on our website, on our supplement shop, that you can order. And actually it has a product of magnesium, and optimizing magnesium is an excellent neuro calmer, excellent body relaxer, can help out bowel function. It really helps a lot of cells intercommunicate. And over 70% of patients, when they were examined in studies, actually showed that they were deficient in magnesium. And I'll tell you that most of our patients, when we look at them, are at least in the insufficient range. So magnesium is lovely for anxiety and calming and help sleep. A lot of times I'll give people low doses in the morning and higher doses at night. And obviously you might have to back off if you get too loose of stools. Another one is melatonin. Now, obviously melatonin's for sleep, but here's the thing is, in a stress response, your adrenal gland to your pituitary to your pineal gland, and your pineal gland is actually where you make melatonin, which does go down with aging. You will make less and less, okay? But in a stress response time, you're gonna see even more of a dip in melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone, even though you can buy this over the counter, and even a little bit of melatonin can help you induce sleep and help anxiety. And if you sleep better, you feel better, and you have a better immune system. There are two things you don't want actually at all right now, and that is having any added high stress, which decreased sleep can be added high stress. And the other one is to be having interrupted or broken sleep, okay, due to anything, whether that's hormonal, situational, anxiety, etc. So melatonin also, again, is an immune booster. It is a hormone in the brain that's produced, and we do see immune effects. Now, I usually start in low doses, 1, 2, 3 milligrams. You can go up to 9, 10 milligrams, but it's really you titrate up to sleep. And if you feel a little groggy in the morning, that's probably a little bit too much. The other one is for anxiety is something called NeuroCalm. It's from a company called Designs for Health. NeuroCalm actually has a nice blend of 5-HTP, which is tryptophan that helps you make serotonin, so it's very calming to the brain. It also actually has some GABA in it. GABA is actually an amino acid that's also calming, hits your receptor, the GABA receptor in the brain, kind of acts like a little bit of like a Xanax. And the other one is it has some low dose magnesium and B6 and a little B12. The nice thing about NeuroCalm is that it's a blend. And sometimes these little tinctures, these little amounts of 5-HTP, GABA, magnesium, etc., these are calming and work better synergistically. They work together. So NeuroCalm is excellent. You can take it throughout the day and afternoon, and take some at night. Some people we have do a little bit in the day for anxiety and that panicky kind of restless feeling, and take a little bit higher dose in the evening. Now the other thing is a herb separately called Relora. So, and I'll tell you how I bundle all these kind of together. But Relora is an herb that actually has immune properties, adrenal benefits, okay, and has anxiety calming benefits and cravings. It reduces cravings. So Relora is a herb very well tolerated. Some patients, and I would say probably under 5%, develop GI issues, a little bit GI irritation. But Relora I have patients take pretty liberally throughout the day if they have heightened anxiety and worry, okay? If they have difficulty sleeping, I have them usually take 2 or 3 things together, which would be like NeuroCalm, directed by a physician or on the bottle, a little extra magnesium, and a low dose melatonin. They're going to work very well synergistically to help you sleep, and where Relora and or GABA separately can be used during the day to be calming, because it's not going to be sedating so much as calming. So Relora in the day or GABA in the day, NeuroCalm and magnesium at night. And if you feel like you need it, which most people over 35, 40 are deficient in a little bit of melatonin, then you can add melatonin in. And again, sleep is key for your immune system. I think some of the biggest things in this pandemic to keep your immune system up is to, 1, hydrate, take immune supplements, get good sleep, exercise, but don't over-exercise and train. I've actually seen a lot of people not just walking, but running and probably working out hard and all that because they have time and they're homebound, etc. Don't over-exercise to stress your adrenals. Everything's about balance. You over-stress your adrenals, you're going to suppress your immune system. Suppress your immune system, you're going to be more likely to pick up a virus and have some difficulty fending off any virus, including COVID-19. So maybe you want to pick up some of those books and have something to read. The Blue Zones, the LDN book, Low Dose Naltrexone book, and The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F, I won't say it, by Mark Manson. Excellent. I think all those books are excellent, and they give you a little bit of health, mental, psychological insight, and they're interesting, very interesting. And again, you can buy and get our anxiety / sleep supplements on our supplement shop. If you go to our website, longevityhealthinstituteinc.com, and you go to the supplement shop, click on that, and you can log in using the password health. And again, this is a bundle of anxiety and sleep packet. And we have an immune packet on there, and we also have all of our professional medical grade supplements, especially that are real key right now, like a good multivitamin, vitamin C, vitamin D, silver, bioactive silver, super key. Sublingually, intranasally, antiviral, it's super key. So hopefully this is enlightening. Share with others. This is really key stuff to share with others. There's many things you can do to protect yourself and build your immune system during this critical time in our country, and protect your family, but also quarantine. Be smart out there. I think self-quarantine is going to flatten, if you will, the curve, and that's all we got that's going to help us in this critical time. So let's all do our part in supporting each other. You stay safe, which means other people around you will be safe. So hope this finds you and your family well. Please take heed, be safe, love each other. This is Dr. Lewerenz, Longevity Health Institute and Lewerenz Medical Center. Still open, caring for you, doing our part. Be well.